The children of Israel are one special breed of people. Let's talk about them. So God took them out of the God took them out of the land of Egypt, right? And he brought them to this promised land. And he was bringing them to this promised land. And one thing I noticed in my reading, from at least I'm in Numbers now, in my daily Bible reading, right? I'm Numbers. And one thing I noticed in my reading is that every single time they encountered a difficulty, they tend to forget the way God saved them from the past difficulty. What they wanted was to go back to the place where they felt they were more comfortable, which was Egypt, right? So the God who parted the Red Sea, the God who rained manna from heaven, the God who rained quail, the God who allowed them to defeat others in battle, the God who brought water out of a rock, the God who turned sour water sweet, or this sour bitter water sweet. They felt like that God was not capable enough, right, to do what they wanted. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. I could help me to articulate this properly, right? So they felt like he wasn't capable enough to do those things that they wanted at that time. So every single time they came in contact with a problem, they did not remember all the times that God fought for them. They remember the place they were rather. God did not want them to go back. All they cared about was going back to Egypt. If we are in Egypt, and the truth of the matter is that the promised land they were being sent to, or they were being taken to, was better than Egypt. It just felt like the process to get to the promised land was just so difficult. So they couldn't do it. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing this. So they felt like that process was too difficult, and they didn't want to do it. And it makes me wonder, like, what? So difficult? No problem. You don't want to do it. Oh, how can you constantly be a believer that forgets? And that's how some of us are, me, myself included. Anytime I face a situation, instead of me to remember the times that on the journey to my promised land, God has delivered me, I remember the days where I was in my land of bondage and things seemed to be running smoothly. On the outside, they looked horrible, but at least I was surviving, at least I was eating, at least the water was not bitter, right? At least I didn't have to anticipate that food would fall from the sky. All I needed to do was just take one animal, kill it, and then just eat, and then all that. But I was in bondage, but it didn't matter because, right? It seemed better, but God is taking me to a promised land where things should be better, where things are going to be better. But I don't care about that because the process is too long and the journey is too long, and I don't want to do any of that. I just want to be left alone. Does that sound like you? Because definitely sounds like me. When God opened my eyes to see this, I was like, this is me, God, and I'm tired of living like this. Why don't I learn to trust God? Scripture tells us, trust in Lord with all your heart, right? We know that Bible verse, Proverbs 3, verse 5 to 6. Then there's also another one I want to highlight for us, and it says, oh God, where is it taken from? I will put it on the screen because I can't remember the name. I'll put it on the screen. It says, this one that says, and forget not all his benefits. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and forget not all his benefits. Don't be a forgetful child. Goodness, you're not a forgetful child. I'm saying to myself, so you should say to yourself too, goodness, I'm not a forgetful child. I won't forget the benefits of God. I won't grumble on the way to my promised land. I won't grumble to go back to Egypt. I am on the way to my Canaan, and I will get there.